To do the first project, the practice Lightroom edit, you're going to go into Safari and go into Schoology. Once you have gotten into Schoology, find your practice edit Lightroom assignment. If you do not see it in this section, you are going to go into your assignment or the school class. You're going to go to Turn in Assignments, find the folder that it has the assignment. You're going to go to Practice Edit in Lightroom. From here, you're going to be whitening his teeth, getting rid of moles, getting rid of white spots on his shirt, making more vibrant and playing around with color and crop. And then you'll save and submit the assignment. You'll click on the image and click Download Image. Then you're going to X out of the preview image. Then you can go into your downloads folder, click Open in Finder. Now you can see the image in the downloads. We're going to move this into your photo folder. Okay, and then we're going to put this into the first project. Okay, then we're going to open up Lightroom. And then you might see this video pop up. You're going to hit play, and then if you want to watch the video, you can watch the video. Otherwise, you can X out. You'll see some tutorials. You can go scroll through the tutorials and see what everything is about, or you can X out. Okay, then you're going to click on the blue Finder window guy. That'll open up the folders that we had up. We have our Project 1 folder with our image in it. We're going to drag and drop that into the library. We want to be on Add. We want to see that it's coming out of HS Students, which is your network folder under Project 1. Okay, then we're going to click Import. And then you'll get some more tutorials. You can either X out of that or play through them. From here, we're going to edit out his moles and his scars on his forehead and his white on his shirt. To do this, we're going to go into Develop mode. Okay, now we need to be able to see what we're doing. You can go through the module or you can X out. We're going to go into our navigator and choose to enlarge to 3:1 ratio. Okay, and move the box in the navigator so we can see his face. Then we're going to use the spot removal tool. We want to be on heel. We want the feather to be somewhere in the mid-range area, like in the 30s or 40s. And then to make the brush size smaller or bigger, you're going to use the ball on your mouse. Or you can drag the teardrop. Want the brush to be about the size of what we're fixing. I'm going to click my mouse. My second circle shows what I have copied. If it doesn't look like what I want it to look like, I can move it around or I can leave it. Okay, click and click. Okay, then when I hit done, those circles will disappear. Move up a little further. I'm going to go back to my spot removal tool, change my brush size. This time I'm going to drag and click and click and then hit done. Okay, say you made a mistake and you accidentally change something you don't want to change. So say I did this and it copies an area that I don't want it to copy. Say for instance, like that. That doesn't look good. Okay? So if I notice this later on, I can click back on my brush, the spot removal tool. Now I see all these dots appear. These dots represent what I have fixed. Okay, so this dot is the one I want to change. So I'm going to click on it so it's black. And then I can hit delete on my keyboard and it will go away. Okay, once I hit done, those dots will disappear. If I don't want to see the dots while I am working on that, I can change the tool overlay to never, and those dots will disappear. I'm going to move my mouse, move my screen so I can see his shirt now. I'm still on my brush tool, my spot removal tool. I'm going to get rid of the white spots now. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to hit done. That is how to remove spots. Okay, I'm going to go back to the 3:1 ratio now, and I'm going to whiten his teeth. I'm going to use the mask selection. So I'm on mask, I'm on new. I'm going to change my effect to teeth whitening. These are all different effects that you could apply using this specific tool. Okay, I want my feather of my brush somewhere in the middle again, like in the 40s. And I'm going to change my brush size the same way I did with the other brush. And on my mouse, the ball on my mouse. And now I'm going to paint the area around his teeth. It's important when you're whitening teeth not to whiten things that are not supposed to be whitened, like his lips, his tongue, and his gums. If you make a mistake and you need to go back and fix it, you do not need to start all over. You just need to simply erase the area that you've masked. For instance, if I went like this, now you can see that his tooth and his lips are a lot brighter. So if I did this by accident, I can click on my erase tool. I'm going to change my feather again somewhere in the 40s. Okay, make my brush smaller. And now I'm going to erase the area that I accidentally masked too much. If that's hard to see, you can always click on the Show Mask Overlay, which allows you to see the masked area in red. So if I accidentally erase too much, I can go back to the A, which allows me to add more to my mask. Once I'm finished with my mask, I can unselect the overlay so I can see what it looks like. If that does look a little bit too bright or not the right tone, I can certainly change my exposure. I'm going to change it to 0.3 so it doesn't make it as white. And then I'm going to change my saturation a little bit so it has some yellow in it to make it more realistic. I'm going to hit done. And then that dot will disappear. Okay, so there is his teeth nice and white. Next thing we're going to do is crop. We're going to click on the crop icon. Always are going to lock it. And then we're going to adjust the size of the picture. How you crop your images in the future is up to you, but you want to keep it within the original perspective, the original scale. We can make it vertical. We can make it less. You can double click to see what it looks like, and you can go back. Small resets reset just that tool. big reset resets the entire image. Okay, so I'm going to crop it like this. What I do not want to see is you put your subject the center box. Like that. Now you're going to play with the presets, or you can play around with the colors. So you have basics, tone, curve, split toning, detail, lens corrections, and transforms and effects. So we can use the toggles, or you can type in a number. Tonal curve allows you to change image black and white, highlights, lights, darks, shadows. You can use the toggles, or you can drag on the curve.